mtoto lala, ningetaka mama apate usingizi mwanana. Lala mtoto lala, ningetaka mama ajue yupo salama.
Wamugunda EP is an eponymous EP, my first EP. Has 4 songs that basically tell the tale of different experiences in love. So loving yourself, loving another person, losing a person you loved, and also learning to love yourself again. So the title of the EP is Wamugunda, which is my name as an artist, Wamugunda. Or the best way to say it is Wamugunda. That's how I say it. That's how I say it. The colors were all a mix of earthy tones, which is brown and sepia and gold, to try and signify what my name actually means in English. Order means from the farm or off the farm, and we tried to work with colors that signify that, and we wrote songs of love from my perspective, from experiences from the last 4 years, and the songs took a period of about a year to be completed, but have been in writing for a very long time. And we decided that we will work on the 4 songs to write a single story, although it's an EP, which will still be very, very demonstrative of different aspects of my musical abilities. But yeah, it's just like an idea of playing around with different musical ideas, and they're very acoustic music. It's very acoustic music, and it's just meant to try and provide different texture to how music is done in terms of what I've experienced. And yeah, so the stories are all from my perspective. They're not particularly my stories. There's some stories that are my friends' stories. And yeah, that's what makes up Wamugunda. The creation process took about roughly 3 years. So each song had its own inspiration, and I'd been playing them live for maybe a year to get how people think of each song. Some are not like, actually some songs have changed over time. Like if I was to sing you the first version of maybe Away, and the version that is there now, you'd be surprised. And the creation process was very, very, the producer, his name is, his studio is Epitome Republic, Kim Derito, was very, very instrumental in what we created, because he could tell and rework a song basically to fit the style that it should be in. And that's where we had a lot of quarrels. Like I would say, I don't want that, I want this, but somehow we always found a middle ground, and that's because we listened to a lot of similar music, and I guess that also helps a lot. And that was the main creation process and arrangement process. The whole writing process was just me sitting down, trying to write as much as possible, trying to find the words that fit what I'm trying to say, trying to find different songwriting identities, trying to read as much on songwriting, and listening to a lot of musicians. So basically the idea was for all of us to meet at the same point. So the music, the imagery, the artwork, the production process, everything had to meet at one point. And all this took about 2 years to be finally brought together. And now, so we released the project February 2nd, 2019. The process took about 4 years. So the 4 songs on the EP had been were selected and written, and let's play them live, and I used to get a feel of how they are. So the first version of, let's say, like the first song on the EP, Away, was so different to what it is now, because you are writing a different perspective than you were at that point. So eventually when it got to where it is now, we we had a lot of discussion with the producer. The studio I was working at was Epitome Republic. The producer is Kim Gerito. So the idea was that we wanted something that was very soft and meets the message of the EP. Because the EP was trying to demonstrate different perspectives of love from my perspective. But my producer was very instrumental. And with that, you have to now work with the whole artwork has to meet in the middle as well, because now you have to work on the photography, you have to work on the design, the color schemes, and the color schemes and design. I worked with a good friend of mine. He's called Joel, and he was able to come up with the idea of earth tones with gold and sepia tones, because the idea was that Wamugunda represents emotions from an earthy perspective, because it's something from the earth. The first song is titled Away. Away is a story of basically discovering love, like trying to discover love. So you are seeking a route to understand why things are in a particular way, so that you either love yourself, you love someone else, or because it's not not in terms of a love song, not in terms of romantic love, but more in terms of love that's like personal love, self-love, or love of things you do. So Away was inspired by a friend. I lost an inspiration, a musician who passed away, and the day he passed away, the day I actually wrote this song, because it brings to question, like, why should you love anything you do if eventually you feel like someone so good just goes and didn't actually get the credit he deserves for what he's done. So Away is a product that is meant to draw you in and make you feel and ask questions about maybe yourself or other people, but eventually it brings you positivity and light. So the second song on the EP is a Kikuyu song titled Jata. Jata is loosely translates to star, or translates to star in English. And Jata is now the story of being able to find the situation where you love something during dark times. So it's your star. It's your star during dark times. So like the wise men in the Bible, how they found how they followed the star to go to a good thing, and be gentle like that. How they found a star, that star guided them to a good thing. That song on the EP is Lala Chekechea, which is Swahili for sleep young one, or go to sleep young one, or good night young one. The idea of that one is it's an ode to parenting, to parents, and it tries to show the importance of what a mother is in a family, and what a family goes through when they lose a mother, and what the father and the child are able to, how they're able to basically show that she was important in their life, and also to signify that being parents is clearly not easy. I'm not a parent, but like the ideas comes from that, because the song is based on someone's true story. So I felt like the story really connected with me, and I decided I want to write this story in terms of something that can pay an ode to what parents do to young children when they're born. So the final song on the EP is titled Kwaheri ya Kuonana, which is pretty much goodbye, see you soon. The whole story of that is now when you're struggling with understanding yourself, loving yourself, understanding what's the plan, understanding maybe you're in a depressed mode, maybe you're sad. It's that song, it's that fight back song of telling you to go away. I know you come back, I know I'll have this feeling again, but at this moment I feel inspired and I feel like you need to go, so I try and move forward. So the song is in 2 different parts. So there's the first part, which is basically the very melodious part where we play along the melody, and the last part is like about a complete jam session. So we had my BGVs, thank Muthoni and Michie, who came on board and just gave it a different touch with like different tonics to their voice. It was a different sonic experience once they came on, and the whole song just came together. It's a celebration of completion of the EP, and that's weird because it was like, I think, the first song we finished. Because so it was already a celebration of the EP even before we had finished like the EP. Wamugunda EP is on all international music hosting sites, so iTunes, Deezer, Spotify, Tidal, and wherever else you want to search for it, it should be there. You can listen to it on YouTube. We released the single, which is Away, and one of the tracks of the EP. It's on YouTube. You can have a listen, and you can listen to you can buy the music and download the music on Huru Play, which is a Kenyan music hosting site, and you can buy the music also on My Mook, MOOKH, an amazing hosting site where you can buy the whole EP, and I think it's 300 shillings. It should be the same on Huru Play, which is also really, really good. There you can even like easily buy the singles as well. And you can find me on my socials. YouTube, you can just search Wamugunda Mwangi. Actually, we written both names because if you don't write Wamugunda, it's very hard to find me. Social Instagram, it's @Wamugunda. Facebook is Wamugunda Mwangi Music, and you can find me on SoundCloud as well as Wamugunda. Yeah, so that's pretty much how to get my music.